guys, what's up and welcome back to the Trend Diaries. I'm Nidhi and in today's video I'm going to be speaking about 101 eye makeup brushes. So I hope you've watched the previous video about 101 face brushes. If you haven't seen that yet, then I would highly suggest you guys to first see about the face makeup brushes so that you exit with this video with complete knowledge about makeup brushes. So let's begin. To start your eye makeup, the very first kind and the most important kind of brush that you need in your life are blending brushes. Now blending brushes are these kind of fluffy brushes which have nice and long bristles, as well as they are fluffy so that you can easily blend shades. So there are various kind of blending brushes available. Some are long and tapered, some are short and dense, some are more broader, some are more tapered, some are extremely fine. So these are your normal blending brushes. These were your normal blending brushes with medium size of bristles and nice and fluffy. This is a tapered blending brush because the bristles are nice and pointed at the tip. Next are these domed shape blending brushes. Comparatively to the other blending brushes, the bristle size in the domed ones are shorter, but still they are fluffy and can be used to blend shadows in your transition area. This one is again a blending brush, but the bristles are far more dispersed and at an angle. So this is used for blending between shades so that you get a softer diffused look. Then this is the Sigma E36. Now this is an extremely fine and tapered blending brush. This is used for precise blending and for colorful looks. These kind of brushes really come in handy. So basically blending brushes are used for applying your shadow all over your transition area and for blending two different shadows to give a nice gradient smooth look. Also we use blending brushes between two different shades so that they don't look patchy, keep on blending. So these were your blending brushes. Most important, you must have at least one blending brush, and if you can, go for two. The next set of brushes I have are again blending brushes, but the shape is kind of different. Now these kind of blending brushes are flat at the bottom and then they disperse at the top, because of which if you see them like this, they are flat, but at the top they are dispersed. These are like the MAC 217, I guess. So these kind of brushes are really great. Now what you can do with these are you can pack on eyeshadow with the flat side first, then twist it to 90 degree, and then you can use that side to blend between the shades. So these kind of brushes are like 2-in-1 and a must have. The next set of brushes I have are called as flat shader brushes. Now as the name suggests, these are flat. So what you see in these are flat brushes from both the sides. So you can use these kind of brushes for applying shimmer shades or metallic shades all over your lid area. These are really essential brushes. If you can also use your fingertips, your ring finger to apply the shimmer shade if you don't want to use these kind of flat shader brush. The biggest mistake I've seen people doing is they use these kind of flat shader brushes for blending. Now these brushes do not blend as they have densely packed bristles and are flat from both the sides, so you cannot blend with these. These are meant to apply or pack on shadows on your lid, so do not make that mistake. Next subtype of the shader brushes are these. These are called as the short shader brushes. Again from the name, these are shader brushes, that is they are dorsiventral flattened. The bristles are comparatively shorter, and so they are called as short shader brushes. Now these kind of brushes have comparatively more bristles and do the job of slight blending. Like if you just deposit shade over here slightly, you can blend with rotating this to 90 degree. This can be done because they have slightly more loosely packed bristles. While this one is a short shader brush again, but it is really small. So this kind of brushes can be used for applying shimmer shades or giving detailed looks, or you can use this to apply your highlighter to the inner corner, to the brow bone. All the small detailed work can be done with these kind of short shader brushes. Next set is a really important kind of brush. Now these are called as the bullet brushes or pencil brushes, whatever you want to call them. Now why that name? Because the bristles are of the shape of a bullet, that is, it is cylindrical and short. So these kind of brushes are used to smoke your lower lash line. So with these kind of tapered shape, you do not poke your eye and you can get into that small space and blend the shadows. So these kind of brushes are really essential as well. Now next type of brushes are called as flat definer brushes, and now what these actually do, now these are again flat brushes on both the sides and they are cut straight on the top, so because of which you can use these to carve out your brows because they give you that definition of the straight line, and it's really easy to carve your brow with it. Or you can also draw straight lines across your nose for cream contouring with these kind of brushes if you want to, but mostly these are used for carving out your brows, which is really important. Now next type of brushes are called as angled brushes, and now in angled brushes as well, the bigger angled brushes like this are used for filling in your brows with the help of pomades. You can just fill in your brows with the help of the angle. Now this angle makes it really easy to fill, and then you can draw flicked strokes in the front of your brow with these brushes, so these are meant for those. Now the same angled brushes in the smaller size are used for drawing your liners, but I don't think for me it is that easy to draw liner with these kind of angled brushes, but many people can. So if you want, you can use this for drawing your liners as well, or you can just simply use it to fill in your brows. Next really important brush is a spoolie. Now this kind of brush is called a spoolie. It is having a spoolie head on the top, which is really good for brushing the extra pomade into your eyebrows. These can also be used for declumping your eyelashes when you've applied mascara. So spoolie comes really handy, and this is a really essential brush. Type of eye makeup brush that is really essential are called as smudger brushes. Now as you see, these do not have any bristles while they have a sponge tip which is kind of triangled. So these kind of sponge tips make really easy to smudge out the kajal or kohl, or even smudge the kohl in your lower lash line. So this is a really essential brush if you like those kind of smoked looks. Finally, for completing your eyeshadow look, you need to apply an eyeliner, and for that you need these kind of brushes. Now these are straight up, long and thin with lesser bristles. So these are called as the eyeliner brushes, and you can simply draw liners with these. You can draw gel liners as well as liquid liners with these kind of brushes. It's really easy and simple. Also, if you are doing face painting or some kind of minor detailing on your eyeshadow work, then these kind of brushes come in handy as they really help to give that preciseness. So yes guys, those were all of the eyeshadow brushes. I hope this kind of video was really helpful for you guys, and now you know which brush is to be used for what, when, where. That is exactly what you need to learn from this video, and I really hope you've learned something. If you have any other doubts, you can let me know in the comments down below. I'm always here to help you guys out, and any other video requests, let me know in the comments. We will meet soon in the next video. Till then, take care, namaste, and keep trending.